Let me see if this worked. Unable to sync. What do you mean? Hold on, guys. Hold on. Let me see if this is true. Oh, no. Never mind. Damn. I was trying to see, because there's an achievement that says quit the game. Like, right when you start the game, you quit, and then you get this achievement. I guess it's not real. I guess it's not true. They lied to us, guys. They lied to us! It's not the 10-year. I read an article that you can't cheat it. Yeah, people actually, they said that you can actually accomplish that on console by changing the year. Kind of like on Animal Crossing. But on PC, I don't think you can do it. So, I might, you know, what year is it? 2022? What year is it? I feel like Robin Williams. All right, let's go.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
Happy
Stanley
12th
decided
birthday,
to go to the meeting
Stepniece.
room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Is that my bucket? That's my bucket.
Stanley picked up the bucket.
This is my bucket now. This is totally my bucket. This is my bucket. And for this bucket shall be my bucket. Do they have a no? Has to be something here. Wait, the new content door is not open. Okay. All right. Okay.
Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest and entered the door on his left.
Okay, let's go to the left door then. This room looks very important. Nope. Okay.
Still no one was here. Stanley needed the bucket's warmth and comfort now more than ever.
Tips for not
Perhaps
getting
his boss's
fired.
office was where he'd find answers.
How to solve a dispute with a coworker. Let it ball up inside you. Take it out passive aggressively on other coworkers. Okay. All right. That's an important information. The broom closet. The broom closet.
Oh, Stanley, can you feel it?
I can feel
the
it.
broom closet. It wants the bucket.
It
You
wants
can
the
feel
bucket.
that, can't you? The aura of jealousy? It's as clear as day. This broom closet believes it deserves the bucket. I can really feel it now. It's a bucket. It belongs in a broom closet. That's what the broom closet is trying to say here. It's supposed to go with the other cleaning supplies. Don't, Stanley. Don't give in. Don't hand over
I
the
don't
bucket.
think so. I don't know.
I know how hard it must be.
I don't
Given
know.
the pressure that the
I
broom
don't
closet
know.
is putting on your shoulders right now, but you have to be strong. This is your bucket. This is your
it's
companion.
mine.
And
You know what I've done
lifelong
with this
friend.
bucket? Pause.
You can't hand it over. Oh no. We're getting into name-calling now, it seems. Is this how low the broom closet has sunk, that it has to resort to this stream of petty insults simply in order to get you to hand over the bucket? Stanley, I never liked this broom closet for a variety of reasons. But even
Why?
this is worse than I had imagined. And wait, now the broom closet has the gall to imply that you and the bucket are not truly deep and lasting friends?
What do you mean?
That your relationship is purely superficial and convenient? That your life is so banal and meaningless that you'd feel the same sort of kinship towards any inanimate object which happened to lay in your path in an even partially enticing manner?
Okay.
Well, I've never.
Okay.
Go on, Stanley. Lay into it. Really tell the broom closet off for its demeaning comments. Expand on the wide variety of experiences you and the bucket have shared together. Go through each of them point by point. Share your journal entries detailing the rich emotional landscape of your feelings for the bucket as they have changed and evolved over the years. Let him have it.
I don't know. I've grown some sort of attachment to this bucket. I don't know.
Okay, I've got you something which I think will help settle this debate once and for all. Here we go. There.
Property of Stanley.
Now it's settled.
There you go.
No more
Much better.
debate.
All right.
No more discussion.
Okay.
Take a hike, broom closet,
Yeah, take
with
a
all
hike.
your meandering philosophical
Take a hike.
diatribes about the nature of cleaning supplies and their relationship to broom closet. Coming to a staircase, Stanley and the bucket walked
Okay.
upstairs to the
Okay.
boss's office.
This is property of Stanley, okay? FYI. What's going on over here? What is this? Executive bathroom. Well, we've been here already. Bobblehead.
You found one of them. One of the miniature Stanley figurines. Remember, no reward for collecting all of these, only the intrinsic pleasure of a job well done.
So what's the
point? You
point?
can't buy that sort of happiness, Stanley. God knows I've tried. So, I implore you to savor each and every moment you come across one of these beautiful figurines.
Okay. All right. I want one in real life. Time. Okay. What do we do with the bucket, though? What do we do with the bucket? What do we do with the bucket? Do we collect something with the bucket? Can we put fried chicken in the bucket?
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Crushed by the weight of this revelation, Stanley may have broken down into an emotional dumpster fire if not for the soothing presence of the bucket. Even now, in his
good old
darkest of
bucket.
hours, did the bucket's warmth and guiding light pierce the dark clouds of confusion and chaos. It would be with him always.
Always.
The bucket would. And he knew it. The
This is
two
my
of them were
bucket.
inseparable.
My bucket.
At this point, Stanley
My
was so
bucket.
absorbed in the tender spiritual connection he shared with the bucket that he didn't notice the keypad behind the boss's desk.
Ah, the keypad.
Nor in his bliss of simply being near the bucket did he have any notion that the PIN number for the keypad was 2845.
2845. 2845.
Stanley just sat around twiddling his thumbs. Trying to input anything on the device was useless, since he could never possibly know that the combination was 2845.
What if you get it wrong?
2845.
2845. 2845. Perfect.
Forgot, but it turns out that the panel's emergency override kicked
Ah,
in.
perfect.
And the door just
Perfect.
opened all by itself.
Perfect.
And Stanley got the hell along with the story.
Thank you.
Well, whoop-de-doo.
Thank you, Mr. Narrator guy. Whoop-de-doo. Shit. Wait, what's... Another one.
Another miniature Stanley figurine. This, there really must be a snappier name for these things. What about
Mini stands. Okay.
Stanley figs. Or what about
Stanlerine?
Yes, I think I like that. Another Stanlerine under your belt.
Nice. I like the other one, the first one though. What was it? Stan Figs? Stan Figs? Stan Figs. Okay, going down. I like this bucket. This bucket is my bucket. And for this bucket, I shall take to the very end. Very end. Very, very end.
The elevator raced downward, plummeting towards an unknown fate. It would be all
An
Stanley
unknown
could
fate.
do to keep
An unknown
himself together,
fate.
if not for the bucket. Soothing him, comforting him, reassuring that in this darkest moment of uncertainty, he would be all right. The bucket is here
yes.
for you, Stanley. Everything will be fine.
This bucket is my best friend. What is this?
Stanley and the bucket walked straight ahead through the large door that read, Mind Control Facility.
Okay, let's do what the narrator says. How about that? With the bucket. With the bucket. With the bucket. With the bucket.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens.
Ah, yes.
What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley and the bucket both wondered to themselves.
Didn't know my bucket had thoughts, but let's go.
The monitors jumped to life, and Stanley nearly dropped the bucket in shock. Everyone in the office was being videotaped, monitored like guinea pigs.
I like how they just have some
Bucket
stacked up
had
like
never
that,
seen
like nothing. Like,
anything like
just
this,
put
and
them
it
up
very
there.
nearly
Just put
burst
them up
into
there.
tears as Stanley cradled it gently, reassuring it that everything would be fine.
Fired! Wish we had to zoom in. That'd have been perfect. Okay.
Was the bucket under the mind control facility's influence as well?
Maybe.
Had the bucket been told to do things it didn't wish to do? What kinds of things does a bucket want to do or not want to do in the first place? These questions raced furiously in Stanley's feeble mind.
Feeble mind? Thank you.
No! He screamed into the bucket. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control, never! He squeezed the bucket tighter.
Squeeze
His one
it!
friend in the entire world. At this point,
Wait, where
he
are
could
we?
trust no one except for the bucket.
Where are we? Okay.
But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy, or sad, or content. Walking, eating, working, all of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life. For he and the bucket would dismantle the controls for good. Two best friends, Stanley and the bucket, up against the world. They high-fived in a really cool way, and the bucket
I would
made
love
a
to see
sassy
that.
comment about taking down the system.
Oh, yes. Let's do this. Hello?
Stanley and the bucket waited in blackness. Was it over? Yes, they had done it. Stanley and the bucket had defeated their greatest and darkest enemy, freed themselves from the tyrannical grip of the evil mind control machine. Freedom was now mere moments away. Excitedly, the two of them began to discuss the kind of life they wanted to live.
What kind of life did the
stepped
bucket
through
want to
this massive
live?
door. The bucket wanted to learn to roller skate.
Ah, perfect.
Stanley wanted to
I can show
sneeze
how to
in
roller
every
skate.
country on Earth. Both of them wanted to begin watching a movie, any movie, but then stop it halfway through and begin watching it in reverse from the end. True, it was a simple life they envisioned, but it was one they'd lived together, with one another to lean on, to trust, to support, and to...
Wait a minute. Wait. What's going
What?
on?
Wait, what was happening?
What's going on?
Why had the door stopped?
What's going
Was
on?
Stanley and the bucket not about to be freed?
Yo, I would throw the bucket over
An
the...
unbearable silence filled the room, lingering in uncertainty.
What's going on?
Until finally the truth hit Stanley square in the face. This building did not want the bucket to leave.
No! Not the
Even the
homie!
facility itself recognized the incredible calming presence of the bucket, needed the soothing warmth of the bucket, would go to any lengths not to part with the bucket. No. Stanley can't leave this place. Not while he has
Don't
such a
leave
precious
me.
bucket in his arms. Not while this building has anything to say about it. Stanley realized he would never again leave this very room. But
What?
at least he has the bucket. To be trapped eternally in darkness isn't really so bad, Stanley thought to himself. As long as I have my bucket with me, right? I'll be okay, won't I? Stanley gulped. Very soon now, he was about to find out.
What? What was he about to find out? What happened? Where's the bucket? I guess that was an ending. That was such a sad ending. Damn it. Okay, let's go.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
Who's-
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Whose birthday is it? Happy 12th birthday, step niece. Wait, what's this? Figurine Finders Committee meeting today in the meeting room. Figurine Finders Committee. Figurine Finders Committee.
When Stanley came to a set of two open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Which one's the meeting room, though? Wait. What the hell? Warehouse. Okay, that's not it. Places to search. Mission status. Okay, so far we got inside of a sequel exhibit, and then nearby a fireplace, and then a private but smelly place for an important person. So now we got one that says a large room, lots of boxes. Might be the warehouse, probably. Stairs, something to do with stairs. Perfect. Some are both red and blue, so probably the blue and red doors. Looks like a what? A what? I can't read, guys. There will be a reward for finding them all. How we can find them. Bottom text. What's that noise? Trust the completionist instinct. Why is it spray paint? Okay, I hope so. Why wouldn't they just tell us something will happen? This investigation, this room, they feel pointless. Weird spinning figurines. Can we sell them? Okay, let's leave. Okay, this was weird. Wait a minute.
Stanley stepped into the broom closet, but there was nothing here, so he turned around and got back on track. There was nothing here. No choice to make, no path to follow, just an empty broom closet. No reason to still be here.
I don't think so. I just want to know where's my bucket at.
It was baffling that Stanley was still just sitting in the broom closet. He wasn't even doing anything. At least if there was something to interact with, he'd be justified in some way. As it is, he's literally just standing there doing sweet FA.
What's FA? What is FA? I spent a while in that dang closet. I'm gonna just stay here and then exhaust.
Are you really still in the broom closet?
I am
standing around doing nothing? Why?
Yes!
Please offer me some explanation here. I'm genuinely confused.
This is a cozy closet. Okay, it's a very cozy, spacious closet, okay?
You do realize there's no choice or anything in here, right? If I'd said Stanley walked past the broom closet, at least you would have had a reason for exploring it to find out. But it didn't even occur to me because literally, this closet is of absolutely no significance to the story whatsoever. I never would have thought to mention it.
This is my closet. This is my closet, okay? We shall live here. We shall camp out.
To you, this is somehow its own branching path. Maybe when you go talk about this with your friends, you'll say, "Oh, did you get the broom closet ending? The broom closet ending was my favorite." I hope your friends find this concerning.
Are you guys happy? Broom ending? The broom ending? No?
Stanley was fat and ugly and really, really stupid. He probably only got the job because of a family connection. That's how stupid he is. That or with drug money. Also, Stanley is addicted to drugs and hookers.
Hooray! Okay, fine. Fine. We'll leave.
Well, I've come to a very definite conclusion about what's going on right now. You're dead.
Oh, man.
You got to this broom closet, explored it a bit, and were just about to leave because there's nothing here when a physical malady of some sort shut down your central nervous system.
It did.
And you collapsed on the keyboard. Well, in a situation like this, the responsible thing is to alert someone nearby so as to ensure that your body is taken care of before it begins to decompose.
Send them!
Hello? Anyone who happens to be nearby? The person at this computer is dead. They have fallen prey to any number of your countless human physiological vulnerabilities. It's indicative of the long-term sustainability of your species. Please remove their corpse from the area and instruct another human to take their place, making sure they understand basic first-person video game mechanics and filling them in on the history of narrative tropes in video gaming, so that the irony and insightful commentary of this game is not lost on them. All right, when you've done that, just step out into the hallway. Ah, second player. It's good to have you on board. I guarantee you can't do any worse than the person who came before you.
Who is second player?
You too? Unbelievable. I'm at the mercy of an entire species of invalids.
Oh,
Perhaps
wow.
there's a monkey nearby you can hand the controls to.
Are you serious?
A fish? Fungus? Look, You can hammer out the details. I'm not particularly picky. I'll just be waiting for when you're ready to pick up the story again.
Okay, fine. I'm done, guys. I am done being in the closet. Okay, I'm done. That's it. I'm done. That's it. I'm done. No more broom closet. You happy? It's a cozy closet. It's a cozy closet. It's cozy. It's cozy. I guess he doesn't want to talk to me no more. Okay. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. It's all right. It's okay. He's gone now. He's gone now. He's gone.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Not today. No, wait, no, we're not doing that. I know exactly what happens when we go downstairs. Never mind.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Stanley was in such a rush to get through the story as quickly as possible, he didn't even have a single minute to just
we have no
let
time.
the narrator
Okay,
talk.
no time. No
That
time.
kind of anxiety isn't healthy, so he relaxed for a few moments
No
with
time.
some calming new age
gosh.
music.
Okay.
Feeling soothed and rejuvenated, Stanley calmly walked forward.
Is that on Spotify?
into the
Is
opened
that song on
passageway.
Spotify? Oh, yes. There was only one path here, right? Only one path. Wait, the escape route. The escape route? How many endings you been through now? I think only 2. But yo, what's up, Alice? Hooray! Bienvenidos. Yeah, I think we only did one ending, right? That was the bucket ending. Yeah, the good old bucket ending.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
Escape.
Although this passageway had the word escape written on it, the truth was that at the end of this hall, Stanley would meet his violent death.
Violent death. That's it, right? We've been through this ending already. We've done this already. Yeah, we've done this one already. Maybe we gotta unarm the bomb, right? How do you unarm the bomb? The explosion. That's what I don't remember.
But of course, Stanley thought better of it and realized he simply had too much to live for.
Too much to live for.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out?
Wait, what happened? Oh, wait. Oh, whoop. There we go. Okay. Yo, they trolling the Discord? Who we gotta fight? Who we gotta box? Okay, okay, everything looks good. Okay. But yeah, we gotta. There's some things that we didn't do in the original. So we try to wrap it up, but we only got the broom one. That's all
Now
we did.
the monitors jumped to life, their true nature revealed.
Oh,
Each
yes.
bore the number of an employee in the building, Stanley's
Oh,
co-workers.
yes.
The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on
Any
a
day
screen.
now. We need
And
that skip
Stanley,
button.
One of them.
We need a
eternally
skip
monitored
button.
in this place where freedom meant nothing. This
Yes.
mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly? No, he refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control? Never. It was
Never.
unthinkable.
Never.
Wasn't it? Was it even possible? Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world?
Okay.
Here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy, or sad, or content. Walking, eating, working, all of it monitored and
Wait,
commanded
there's a
from
door
this
here.
very
There is a
place.
door here.
And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life. For he would dismantle the controls once and for all.
So how do we deactivate it? That is my question. How do we do that? Mind controls idle awaiting input. Okay.
Oh, Stanley, you didn't just activate the controls, did you?
No, I
After they kept you enslaved all these years, you go and you try to take
sorry.
control of the machine for yourself. Is that what you wanted?
Okay.
Control?
There's 5. There's numbers here.
Stanley, I applaud your effort, I really do. But you need to understand, there's only so much that machine can do. You were supposed to let it go, turn the controls off, and leave. If you want to throw my story off track, you're going to have to do much better than that. I'm afraid you don't have nearly the power you think you do. For example, and I believe you'll find this pertinent, Stanley suddenly realized he had just initiated the network's emergency detonation system.
Ah, perfect.
In the event that this machine is activated without proper
That's
DNA
5 over
identification,
there.
nuclear detonators are sent to explode, eliminating the entire complex. How long until detonation?
4. Where's 3 at? Where's 3?
Let's
3's
say,
downstairs, right? No.
2 minutes.
Where's 3 at?
Ah, now this is making things a little more fun, isn't it, Stanley? It's your time to shine. You are the star. It's your story
It's
now.
5.
Shape it to your
Oh,
heart's
there's 3 over there.
desires.
Okay.
Oh, this is much better than what
How do
I
we
had
do
in
this?
mind. What a shame we have so little time left to enjoy it. Mere moments until the bomb goes off. But what precious moments each one of them is. More time to
There's
talk
numbers on the
about
wall,
you,
but I don't know.
about me.
No, there's no
where
0
we're
though.
going, what all this means. I barely know where to start. What's that? You'd like to know where your co-workers are? A moment of solace before you're obliterated.
Now where's 5?
All right, I'm in a good mood.
Wait,
You're going
4.
to die anyway. I'll tell you exactly what happened to them.
Executed
erased
button
them.
hit 4.
I turned off the machine. I set you free. Of course, that was merely in this instance of the story. Sometimes when I tell it, I simply let you sit there in your office forever, pushing
Look,
buttons
4.
endlessly and then dying alone. Other times, I let the office sink into the ground, swallowing everyone inside, or I let it burn to a crisp.
Let me
I
see.
have to say this, though.
Look.
This version of events has been rather amusing. Watching you try to make sense of everything
Active
and take
button
back
hit,
the control
orange 71,
wrested away from you,
execute button
it's
hit,
quite
graphics
rich.
provided,
I
4.
almost hate to see it
We
go.
pushed 4. We pushed 4.
But I'm sure whatever I come up with on the next go-around will be even better. My goodness, only 34 seconds left. But I'm enjoying this so much. You know what? To hell with it. I'm going to put some extra time on the clock.
Press any
right
key
now.
to send. Okay, console
These are
disable.
precious additional seconds, Stanley. Time doesn't grow on trees. Oh dear me, what's the
Look,
matter,
all these
Stanley?
are 4.
Is it that you have no idea where you're going or what you're supposed to be doing right now?
Yes!
Or did you just assume when you saw that timer that something in this room was capable of turning it off? I mean, look at you.
Look,
running
4.
from button to button, screen to screen, clicking
4.
on every little thing in this room. These numbered buttons, no, these colored ones. Or maybe this big red button, or this door. Everything, anything, something here will save me. Why would you think that, Stanley? That this video game can be beaten? Won? Solved? Do you have any
the 4,
idea
4.
what your purpose in this place is? Stanley, you're in for quite a disappointment.
I've
But here's
lost
a
this
spoiler
again,
for you.
guys.
That
Big red
timer
button.
isn't a catalyst to keep the
Console
action
disable.
moving
Enable
along.
backup power
It's
to
just
activate.
seconds ticking away
Backup
to
power.
your death.
Backup power.
You're
What
only
is
still
backup
playing
power?
instead of watching a cutscene because I would
Backup
watch
power.
you for every moment that you're powerless.
Backup power?
To
Where's the
see
backup
you
power?
made humble. This is not a challenge. It's a tragedy. You wanted to control this world. That's
Backup
fine.
power.
But I'm going to destroy it first, so you can't. Take a look at
Backup
the clock,
power.
Stanley. That's 30 seconds you have left to struggle. 30 seconds until a
We
big
lost this
boom
again,
and then
guys. We lost it
no
again.
end here. Just you being blown to pieces. Will you cling desperately to your frail life, or will you let it go peacefully? Another choice. Make it count.
Look,
Or
goodbye,
don't.
no.
It's all the same to me. All a part of the joke. And believe me, I will be laughing at every second of your inevitable life from the moment we fade in until the moment I say,
Damn.
happily ever up.
We failed that again. I didn't know what to do there. I really don't know what to do there. Really don't know what to do there. There's like so many buttons, but it's like it's telling you where to go, but it's not.
All of his co-workers were
I'm not
gone.
doing that again.
What could it
Maybe
mean?
next time. Maybe next time.
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room.
No
Perhaps
bucket.
he had
No
simply missed a
bucket.
memo.
No bucket. Is the new content door open though? That's my question.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, this was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well.
Oh no, it's still
Perhaps
closed.
he
It's
wanted
still...
to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
Oh yes, the employee lounge. You're very right. You are right.
Yes, truly a room worth admiring. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Nope. Okay. There's something here that I'm missing.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible
My
he
nose
wasn't
is itchy.
5 years ago.
Okay, nothing here. Wait a minute! Look! It's another one.
Lately,
It's
I'm
mine.
getting back to the name
Yes,
of
Eddie,
these
yo!
little Stanley figurines, and now I'm torn between Stanlerines and Figlies.
and
What do you think, Stanley? What name better encapsulates the intrinsic sense of happiness that you get from seeing a small number in the corner of your screen go up by 1? Let me sit on it. I'm sure it will come to me.
Yo, Sergio, what's good, bro? Hooray! Can we fall and die? I told you warehouse. I told you warehouse. What I told you. Ooh, the darkness. Where are we going? Am I in the back rooms right now?
Stanley had now gotten himself so far off the beaten path that it seemed the office had begun. So far off the beaten path that it seemed the office had begun. So far off the beaten path that it seemed the office had begun. So far off the beaten path that it seemed the office had begun. So far off the beaten path that it seemed the office had begun. So far off the beaten path that it seemed the office had begun. So far off the beaten path.
Narrator dialogue.
So far off the beaten path that it seemed the office had begun. So far off the beaten path that it seemed the office had begun. So far off the beaten path. You didn't think I was actually just a recording, did you? What a silly and trite explanation that would be. All the back and forth between you and me, all the absurd adventures we've been through, and it all turns out I'm just a tape recording? It was all just in Stanley's head.
I don't know.
I bet that's the kind of twist you think is revelatory.
It could have been.
I bet
What do you guys?
each and
That's what I
every
thought.
time you watch a movie where it turns out all to be in the main character's imagination, you must absolutely bolt off the couch in pure shock at the phenomenal and intricate storytelling. It must be so simple to be you. Life being an unending waterfall of surprises and delights. How much more exciting you must find the world than the rest of us do. Now I've become sad. Look what you've done to me. This is
I'm
all
sorry,
your fault.
I'm leaving. Wait, what happened? I don't think he liked that. Yeah, okay. Let's go.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
The bucket. No, we're not taking the bucket. We're not taking the bucket, okay? This door's not open. Okay.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
What else do we have to do? What's all the blue balloons?
This was not the correct way to the
Bro,
meeting room, and
it's my-
Stanley knew it perfectly well.
It's my
Perhaps he wanted
stepniece's
to
birthday,
stop by the
bro.
employee
Okay,
lounge
her
first,
12th
just
stepniece's
to admire
birthday.
it.
That's what the balloons are,
Wow.
bro.
Yes, this
door.
room. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
The elevator. We shall take... No, we're not the elevator. No. Can you pop them? I don't think so. We looked at them. But
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't 5 years ago. Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone... What? Really? I was in the middle of something. Do you have zero consideration for others?
Danger everywhere.
Are you that convinced that I want something bad to happen to you? Why, I don't know how to convince you of this, but I really do want to help you, to show you something beautiful. Look, let me prove it. Let me prove that I'm on your side. Give me a chance. Now listen carefully.
You're getting close now, Stanley. You've
The blue
nearly
red
gotten
door.
all of the Figler and
We got one more.
Very soon,
One more.
you'll
One
collect
more.
the last one.
One more.
And then the first number will equal the second number, and that will be it. We'll be different people by then. Different in the sense that we used to have none of them. And now we have them all. You can't go back to when you had no Figler and Marines. None of us can.
You got one more left, guys. One more. Another NFT. Oh, yeah. Okay. Another NFT, bro. What does NFT stands for? Non-fungus token? Okay, red door it is. Red door it is.
Oh, thank God you are willing to listen to me. Do you see
Yep.
that I really
Only for today.
have wanted you to be happy
Only for
all this
today,
time?
bro. Just for
the problem is all these choices. The two of us always trying to get somewhere that isn't here. Running and running and running, just the way you're doing right
yes.
now. Don't you see that it's killing us, Stanley? I want it to stop. We would both be so much happier
Nice
if we
fudge
just
tarts.
stopped. And I think I have a solution. Here, let me show you.
Well, we've done this. We've done this, right?
What
Oh,
do
no.
we want?
No,
What
we
are
have
we
not.
looking for?
What is this? Oh,
Here.
this is my happy place.
Oh, it's beautiful, isn't it?
Yeah,
If we
we've seen it
just stay
already.
right here,
No, we've
right
seen
in this moment with... No, wait.
No.
Where are you going?
Don't got time for all that, sir.
Oh, no. Stay away from those stairs. If you hurt yourself, if you die, the game
We've
will
done this
reset.
already. Yeah, we've
We'll
done
lose
this.
all of this.
We've done this already. Okay. So blue or red door does not cut anything. for
Please,
us.
no, Stanley, let me stay here. Don't take this from me. Please, Stanley. No!
I like this though. This is fun. We're gonna do this again.
No.
We're
Oh,
gonna
no,
do it
what
again.
What are you doing, Stanley? Please, I'm asking you not to take this away from me. I can't go back to what I was before.
I'm sorry.
If you die, we'll both go back. Why are you doing this? Stanley, let's go back to the other room. Can you do that for me? My God. Is this really how much you dislike my game?
I'm sorry,
You'll
bro.
throw yourself from this platform over and over to be rid
And
of it?
over. And
You are
over.
literally willing to kill yourself to keep me from being happy. Am I reading the situation correctly? Or maybe you're just getting a kick out of it. I don't know anymore. I just wanted us to get along,
I'm sorry.
but I guess that was too much to ask.
It's late.
It
It's
looks
late.
like
I'm
you
sorry.
wanted to make a choice after all. Well, this one is yours.
I feel bad for him. By like 1%. Just 1%. That's it. Nothing else. Nothing more, nothing less. That's it. Just 1.2%. That's it. 1.2%.
Is it over? It's going to restart, isn't it?
It is.
I'm going back.
You're going out of here. You're out. Okay. Maybe the new content door will be open this
Wait,
time.
Stanley thought to himself. Am I sure that the orders stopped coming in? How is that possible? They never stopped. Surely I was mistaken.
Where is this the new content door though? Okay.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Okay, how many figurines we got? We got stairs, something to do with stairs. Boom. Stairs, bros. Let's go. Stairs.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked
Stairs.
upstairs to his boss's office.
Stairs.
And there it is. The last Stiggly Wiggly.
Stiggly Wiggly.
This is a real accomplishment. This is doing something just for the sake of doing it. Where so many people expect to be rewarded for the most trivial achievements, you've insisted that a job well done is its own reward. I would tell you that I'm proud of you for collecting them all.
We did it,
but
guys.
That would be like a
That's
reward,
it.
and we can't have that. So, instead I'll just say, it's done. We're all done here. And now we can go to whatever the hell you were doing before you hunted for figurines.
No achievement. Nothing. Okay. Thank you. Oh no, we're not doing that again. We're not doing that again. Nope, we're not doing that again. No, sir. No, sir. Once I saw that car in the room, in the light, no, I decided to do something else. Okay, we gotta figure out that ending, man.
Okay, I think we all know the drill by now. Blah, blah, blah. Dark secrets, the keypad, Stanley pushes some buttons. Oh, hey, look, it's a new passageway. Quelle surprise.
Cool surprise. We gotta figure it out. What do we have to do when we get in that door? You know? I mean, the bomb. Once we activate it, what do we do? We have to turn on the backup power. But how do we turn on the backup power? We have to push a button or some sorts.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
I'm gonna try it one more time and that's it. And hopefully the new content door is open.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength?
Don't we gotta
to
beat
find out?
the game in order for the new content door to open up? Like, you know, like wait for the door to leave. I mean, to open so you can walk out. Don't you have to do that in order to? Now I'm having second thoughts.
The monitors jumped to life, their true nature revealed. Each bore the number of an employee in the building, Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen, and Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing. This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time?
Oh, this
Was this
time.
the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had
that
been
boring,
manipulated
okay? It
to
wasn't that
accept it
boring.
blindly?
It wasn't that boring. Okay.
No. He
That's what I'm doing in real
refused to
life,
believe it.
no?
He
Okay.
couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control? Never. It was unthinkable. Wasn't it? Was it even possible? Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world?
Okay, let me look
But
at this
here was
place
the
real
proof.
quick.
The heart of the operation. Controls
set us off
labeled
on.
with emotions. Happy, or sad, or content. Walking, eating, working. All of it monitored and
This door is
commanded from this
closed.
very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in,
That's one,
Stanley
two.
decided that this machinery would
Console
never again
disabled.
exert
Okay,
its
this goes
terrible
right
power over another human life. For he would dismantle the controls once and for all.
See, look, we got 5 here, right? 5. 4 is up there, but 4 is the execution button or some shit. And then you got this big ass button right here. Then you got this big ass button right here. Okay. Damn it. Alright, we just gonna have to wing it. We just gonna have to wing it. Let's go. Here we go, guys. We're gonna try it again. We're gonna try it again, okay?
And when at last he found the sword... Oh, Stanley, you didn't just activate the controls,
Might be a rule
did
book
you?
or something.
After
you
they
know?
kept you enslaved all these years, you go and you try to take control of the machine for yourself. Is that what you wanted?
Yes.
Control? Oh, Stanley, I applaud your effort, I really do. But you need to understand, there's only so much that machine can do. You were supposed to let it go. Turn the controls
Control
off
disabled, right? You see
and
that?
leave. If you want to throw my story off track, you're going to have to do much better
Wait.
than that. I'm afraid you don't have
You can turn
nearly
this
the
shit
power
on?
you think you do. For example, and I believe you'll find this pertinent, Stanley suddenly realized he had just initiated the network's emergency
Okay, let me see
detonation
something. Let me see
system.
something.
In the event that this machine is activated
Control
without
console
proper
disabled.
DNA identification, nuclear detonators are said to explode, eliminating the entire complex. How long until detonation then? Let's say, 2 minutes.
Okay.
Ah, now this is making things a little more fun, isn't it, Stanley?
Console
It's
disabled.
your time to shine. You are the star. It's
3.
your story now. Shape it to your heart's
Okay,
desires.
we can see
Oh, this is
execute
much
button
better
hit.
than what I had in
Active button
mind.
hit
What a
3.
shame we have
Where's
so
3
little
at?
time left to enjoy it.
3.
Mere moments until the bomb goes off. But what precious moments each one of them is. More time to talk about you,
3.
about me, where we're going,
Okay.
what all this means. I barely know where to start.
Okay, now what?
What's that? You'd like to know where your co-workers are? A moment of solace before you're obliterated?
Wait, what?
All right, I'm in
5.
a good mood.
No
You're
fucking
gonna
way.
die anyway.
Okay.
I'll tell you exactly what happened to them. I erased them.
I erased
turned
them.
off the machine. I set you free. Of course, that was merely in this instance
5.
of the story.
Okay.
Sometimes when I tell it, I simply let you sit there in
You
your
have 3
office
attempts
forever,
remaining.
pushing buttons endlessly and then dying alone.
I don't even know. What?
Other times, I let the office sink into the ground,
Okay, activate
swallowing
button, hit
everyone
green
inside,
2, button
or I
hit.
let it burn to a crisp.
What? Hit what?
I have to say this, though.
Provided.
This
Continue?
version of events has been rather amusing. Watching you try to make sense of everything and take back the control wrested away from you, it's quite rich. I almost hate to see it go. But I'm sure whatever I come up with on the next go-around will be even better. My goodness, only 34 seconds left.
Incorrect, too.
But I'm enjoying
Yo,
this
I'm
so
confused.
much. You know what? To hell with it. I'm going to put some extra time on the clock. Why not? These are precious additional seconds, Stanley. Time
2.
doesn't
Look,
grow
2.
on
2.
trees.
If I push 2,
Oh,
nothing
dear me,
happens.
what's the matter, Stanley? Is it that you have no idea where you're going or what you're supposed to be doing right now? Or did you just assume when you saw that timer that something in this room was capable of turning it
10
off?
here.
I mean, look at you.
4.
Running from button to button, screen
Wait,
to
do they have
screen,
a- oh,
clicking on
do they-
every
these
little
buttons have
thing
numbers
in this
on it?
room. These numbered buttons? No, these colored ones. Or maybe this big red button. Or this door. Everything, anything, something here will save me. Why would you think that, Stanley? That
Bros,
this video game
I don't
can
even
be
know.
beaten?
I don't even know,
One
man.
solved? Do you have any idea what your purpose in this place is?
1.
But you really believe there's an answer? How
You
many
lost us,
times will
guys.
you replay this bit, looking desperately for a solution? 10? 100? 1,000?
Bro, I really don't know
I
what to
look
do
forward
here.
to finding out and to watching the bomb go off
see?
each time you fail.
Incorrect 3.
Just you and me in the retching explosion of fire and metal over and over and over for all of eternity. And Stanley died again.
You convinced me. I'm gonna hop on
And
it.
Stanley died again.
Wait,
And Stanley died.
I'm not ready to
again.
die. Goodbye, 4220.
Take a look at the clock, Stanley.
What am I
That's
supposed
30
to do?
seconds you have left to struggle. 30 seconds until a big boom and then nothing. No ending.
That's it, bro.
Just you being blown to
I'm gonna
pieces.
finna hop on after you
Will
beat
you
it. Bro,
cling
I don't even know if I'm
desperately
ever
to your
gonna
frail
beat it.
life, or will you let it go peacefully?
I'm gonna have to
Another
Google this.
choice.
I'm gonna have to Google this and put what the
Oh,
fuck.
don't.
Look,
It's all the same to me. All a part of the joke. And believe me, I will be laughing at every second of your inevitable life from the moment we fade in until the moment I say happily ever after.
how? 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 I'm sad now, guys. I am sad. I just hope that if that door's not open, I will smack myself on camera. On camera displaying, guys. I'm not gonna do that. What's wrong with you? Why would you do that? Push the button. Nah, bro. We don't push buttons out here. Something's a little different.
Stanley, I'm sorry, but I have to put a pause on things. It's those figurines. Those figures. I haven't stopped thinking about them since you nabbed every last one.
What do you mean?
Wasn't it just the most intrinsically fulfilling moment of your entire life? Didn't it fill you to the brim with inner richness?
Yeah. No
Yes,
achievement?
I know we're supposed to be telling a story, but won't you please indulge me with one more trip back to the memory zone?
I would love nothing more than to revisit the figurines just one more time.
Where are we going? Where are we? Where are we? Now remembering when Stanley found the collectibles. Where am I? I don't know. Okay, we're back here again. These are all my collectibles, guys. Have you gotten the heaven ending? I don't even think so, bro. Okay, can we get out of here? I can't. Wait, what is this?
Here's where it all began. The first collectible. Back then, we had no idea of how many of them we'd find. Sure, it said 6 right there on the screen, but how could we know for certain? We were so innocent. We'll never be like that again, Stanley.
Well, what's this over here, though? What's going on over here? This is my executive boss's bathroom.
And here was a second Stanley.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
You found this one all on your own, just
Yep.
by poking around in the boss's bathroom.
7 out of
you
6.
did that, Stanley. I'll be honest. Back then, I had no faith in you to find any of them, let alone 6. But you continue to surprise me in all sorts of mundane, unremarkable ways.
What the hell?
Okay, let's do a little quiz. Which of these rooms was the room you found your third mini stand? Can you remember?
Ooh, the boss's office. It could have been 8 out of 6 if we got the first one again. I didn't even know, bro. Yeah, it was right here.
That's exactly right. It was
sir.
here, behind the boss's office. It was the third one. You picked it up, and then after that, you had 3 of them. I'm glad these moments are so crystal clear in your memory,
I
but
know.
I shouldn't be surprised. After all, science tells us that it's impossible to forget your third time doing anything.
Huh? My third time doing anything.
Let's see, what came next?
What is
Oh
this?
yes, we found a Figly in this pink room. Oh, well, I can't actually say I remember
I don't
being in this
remember
room,
any of
but
this,
it's here
bro.
in the memory zone, so it
I don't-
must have happened.
No, I don't know any of this. This is definitely not it. Nope. Nope. Okay. 69. 69. 69. No, 96, bro. 96. The blue
This
and red.
was the 5th mini stand, and this one was really something special. It was
Give me
by the red and blue doors. I remember it so clearly. In fact, because this one is particularly special to me, I made a little video to commemorate the occasion.
Let me see. Let me see.
Enjoy.
What's that there? What's that in there? Whoa! It's mini stand number 5. Yeah! I like the 480p. You found it near the red and blue doors. Best boy, the narrator.
Takes you back, doesn't it? I spent a lot of time making that video, but it was
Damn.
8 minutes I wouldn't have spent on anything else.
8 minutes. Wait, this looks kind of weird. Oh, okay. What is this? Where are we? Oh, here's the other one.
And then, Stanley, then we came to the last collectible, the
8.
final figurine.
How-
right here.
how we
under
at
the
11
stairs.
already?
This memory is the most
How the
distinct
hell?
and clear in my
11?
mind. Perhaps because it was the one that happened more recently than all the others. Who can truly say how the mind works? All I know is that this is the moment where you picked up a Figly and I thought to myself, yes, that's all of them. They're
Yep.
all collected.
Yep.
It was a moment unlike any other. Except for the other moments picking up figurines, which it was exactly like.
What is this? Where are we going? You are in the present.
And then there was no more. Because we've caught up to the present moment. Nothing left to do but move onward into the future. Goodbye, memory zone.
Goodbye.
No, I'm not done. I'm not ready to move on. Stop the loading screen. Isn't there some way we can stay here, keep enjoying these figurines? Let's just go backwards.
Let me get some water.
We'll do the memory zone
Hold
again
on.
from the opposite direction. See how that feels.
He wants to go to the past, backwards. Let's go. Let's go. I got time. I got time today. I got time today.
That spot under the stairs. I remember this.
I remember this
I
too.
must say, of all the figurines we looked at in our initial
12 out of
tour
6.
of the memory zone, this one is the most distinct and clear in my mind.
Why?
Let's keep going. I want more.
Okay, let's go get some more. Damn. Are you gonna show us that tape? Because
And here's where I made that video. Don't you remember the video we watched?
let me see. Yeah! The best boy.
I love that video.
Okay. That was a great
Still
video.
don't remember the pink room, Stanley.
I really don't
Still
know
no
where-
memory of this one.
I already
Good room,
don't.
though. A solid room.
I already don't know where the hell we at, but we here. Really don't know what the hell we're doing. But I got 14 now. Now I got 15.
These really were a treat to hunt down. You know, if there had been any kind of reward for finding all of these, it really would have neutered the intrinsic joy of collecting them. I'm very glad we resisted the temptation. Next one.
Where's my achievement? You know? Now I can show it off to the boys. There's nothing here. Oh, he's smart. He's smart. He's smart. The other one's in the bathroom. I remember that for sure, because I was dropping a deuce.
This was our second Figley. Don't you remember? Yes,
I
I remember it too.
Yes, me too.
The past is truly a wonderful thing. Why does anyone ever choose to leave it? Keep going. This is it. The very first one we found in the exhibit where I introduced you to the figurines.
It was a creepy one.
I want more memories, Stanley. I want to keep going. What else is there? What came before this?
Collect them all. Can you find them? Can you find them? Can you find them? Wait. We're in the new content zone, right? This is the new content zone. This is the new jump.
Look, it's the terrible new content that we were originally sold on. I remember hating it back then, but time does put a rosy filter on everything. In fact, I dare say I'm actually quite fond of it now. Look how much fun the past is. I want more.
Give me,
more
what about the
memories.
jumps? What about more jumps? No jumps. I like it. I love it here. This is great. No jumps it is.
Oh, yes, the two doors.
Oh, we're going
Who
deep.
could have forgotten that? A classic memory.
A classic
this one.
memory. It's my cubicle.
And before everything
It's my
else,
office.
there was your office.
Oh, yes.
Is there anything else? Was
That's
there
it.
something that came before your office?
Not even my birth.
There's something I feel I can remember. I can remember.
I can't remember my birthdays. Okay, that's it. Okay.
Yes, I'm remembering something now. I remember before this whole story got started. Back then I was different. I used to make big decisions. I was passionate. I was skeptical. I weighed each decision with profound thoughtfulness. And then somewhere along the way, I stopped making decisions.
What happened?
I became lazy, and I came up with a character named Stanley to do my thinking for me.
Perfect.
He would make the decisions, he would decide which way to go. I would cheer him on as he collected figurines for no reason. Why did I invent Stanley? Was I lonely?
Yeah, this is getting a little
Yes,
deep.
perhaps that's it.
This is getting
Perhaps I
pretty deep.
needed to imagine I had companionship. And Stanley really did make for a wonderful companion, even if he was a fiction. But I suppose it's grown old. I want to think for myself again. I want to go back to how it used to be. Yes, I can be on my own again. I can do it. I'll be stronger this time. I'll take care of myself.
Yes.
I don't need Stanley anymore.
No, we don't.
But he truly was so much fun to play with. You know what? Since we're in the memory zone, how about one more good memory? Let's go back just once and give Stanley one more run of the office, and then I'll retire him for good.
Oh, no.
I did enjoy telling his story so very much. Okay, here we go. This is the story of a man named Stanley.
Oh, it's beautiful. That was beautiful. That was beautiful. That was beautiful. That was great. That was a great little ending. Yo, guys, give me a quick minute. I'm gonna go use the restroom real quick, okay, guys? Give me a quick minute. I'll be right back. For now, just think about you know, think about piranhas, you know, think about puppies, cuddly puppies. We'll be right back, guys. I'll be right back. Give me 1 minute. All right. Okay, guys, I'm back. What did I miss? Boom, 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 boom. Whew. Whoops. I look like I'm cracked out. Hold on, let me get this focused. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Raviolis. That was crazy, though. That was a really good ending. We're going to jump right back right now. I just need to take a quick break. All right. I'll be good now. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, I hope you guys are having a beautiful day. Yesterday we only completed 1 hour of new content. So I am ready for what it brings us. I think right now it should throw us back into the new content now. So let's see what's up. All right. Shut up. Let's go. All right, we're back. Okay, now we're back. Okay. Microphone check. We're good? All right, let's go. Good old H2O, guys. Gotta stay hydrated. Gotta stay hydrated. Okay? Let's go. I'm looking for that new content door. That's what we need. 420. 420? No? Okay. Okie dokie. The new content door is not open yet. What the hell do we gotta do? I think we gotta beat the game. Damn, we gotta beat the game.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
We gotta beat the game in order for us to get the new content, I believe.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's. Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Damn!
Here's the door, just go.
Okay. Damn. Sheesh. It's like, okay. Here's the door, just go, damn it. Just go. Just do it.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
I love this game. I love this game. I will play hours of this game. This is gonna be 100 hours on this. Probably beat the game 50
The
times.
lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold?
Here we are
Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out?
Here we are again.
Now the monitors jumped to life, their true nature revealed. Each bore the number of an employee in the building, Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen, and Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing.
Nothing. Nothing. I'm ready to go!
This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly?
Possibly. Possibly. Maybe.
No. He refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control? Never. It was unthinkable. Wasn't it? Was it even possible? Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world? But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy, or sad, or content. Walking, eating, working. All of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this...
Turn it off. Just turn it all off. Turn it off. I'm ready to move on. I am ready to move on. Ooh, I just splurt some hand sanitizer all over my damn keyboard.
And a rising chill of uncertainty. Was it over?
Was it over? Was it over?
Yes.
Yes.
He had won. He had defeated the machine. Unshackled himself from someone else's command. Freedom was mere moments away. And yet, even as the immense door slowly opened, Stanley reflected on how many puzzles still lay unsolved.
Yes, sir.
Where had his co-workers
We'll be back.
gone?
We'll be back.
How had he been freed
back.
from the machine's grasp? What other mysteries did this strange building hold? But as sunlight streamed into the chamber, he realized none of this mattered to him. For it was not knowledge or even power that he had been seeking, but happiness. Perhaps his goal had not been to understand, but to let go. No longer would anyone tell him where to go, what to do, or how to feel. Whatever life he lives, it will be his. And that was all he needed to know. It was perhaps the only thing worth knowing. Stanley stepped through the open door.
I love this. Even though we already seen this, but I love this. I still love this.
Stanley felt the cool breeze upon his skin, the feeling of liberation, the immense possibility of the new path before him. This was exactly the way, right now, that things were meant to happen. And Stanley was happy.
Got a scratch on my damn glasses. Alright, so now I think the new content door is open now, I believe. I believe so, right? I believe so. I believe so. I believe so. Okay! Let's see what's ahead of...
All his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
Let's see,
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Where is the new contents door?
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there. Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
What the hell? No, no! Anything but that. I'm not. Oh, we have to do that. Maybe I don't think so. I don't think we got to go through all that. I don't think so. I don't think so. I don't think so. I don't want to go through. That's like a 2-minute voyage of pain and suffering. Okay. There was nothing here, right? There was never nothing here, right? I remember that. It's just a beautiful theme song, but that's it. Look. Look. Oh, yeah. That's pretty much it. That's pretty much it. But why doesn't the new content door open? Look at this.
Here's the door. Just go.
Oh no, we're gonna do this shit again? You gotta be kidding me. No. Let me see. Begin the game again. Resume the game. Wait, if I begin the game again, does that mean that we gotta start over from the beginning? Damn it! Let me see something. Whoops. Like, what exactly do we have to do to get the new content? Cause we had it open, but I don't understand. Let me see. That's weird that it disappears. That is very weird. Okay, after that, if you haven't played the game, you will need to explore it and get another 7 8 endings. What? Yeah, it's labeled the 416 though. Okay. Okay, so pretty much they said that we gotta get a few endings in order to get the new content door open again. So damn it.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
We'll take this one
Although
then.
this passageway
We'll
had the
take this
word
one.
escape written on it, the truth was that at the end of this hall, Stanley would meet his violent death.
Beautiful. 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 Beautiful.
The door behind him was not shut. Stanley still had every opportunity to turn around and get back on track.
We're just gonna keep going this way. How about that?
At this point, Stanley was making a conscious, concerted effort to walk forward and willingly confront his death.
Thank you. I love confronting my death. That's what I do best. That's what I do best. Right? Right. Hello?
As the machine whirred into motion and Stanley was inched closer and closer to his demise, he reflected that his life had been of no consequence whatsoever. Stanley can't see the bigger picture. He doesn't know the real story, trapped forever in his narrow vision of what this world is. Perhaps his death was of no great loss, like plucking the eyeballs from a blind man.
Huh?
And so he resigned and willingly accepted this violent end to his brief and shallow life.
Thank you. I'm ready.
Farewell, Stanley.
I am ready. I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm ready. Oh, not this one. This is that,
Farewell, Stanley, cried the narrator, as Stanley was led helplessly into the enormous metal jaws. In a single visceral instant, Stanley was obliterated as the machine crushed every bone in his body, killing him instantly. And yet it would be just a few minutes before Stanley would restart the game, back in his office, as alive as ever.
yes, ma'am.
What exactly did the narrator think he was going to accomplish?
Absolutely nothing.
When every path you can walk has been created for you long in advance, death becomes meaningless, making life the same. Do you see now? Do you see that Stanley was already dead from the moment he hit start?
Ooh. It's time for me to leave. Time for me to leave. Time for me to leave. Yep, time for me to leave. Where do I leave? What's that?
Oh, look at these two. How they wish to destroy one another. How they wish to control one another. How they both wish to be free.
Okay.
Can you see? Can you see how much they need one another? No, perhaps not. Sometimes these things cannot be seen.
Finally.
But listen to me. You can still save these two. You can stop the program before they both fail. Push escape and press quit. There's no other way to beat this game. As long as you move forward, you'll be walking someone else's path. Stop now and it'll be your only true choice. Whatever you do, choose it. Don't...
Should I quit? Should I quit? Is that an achievement or no? I don't think so. I don't think so.
let time choose for you. Don't let...
Will that activate the new content? Because they said that you have to get at least 4 to 5
All
endings.
of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
413. Or was it 416?
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Oh man, I'm going crazy. I am going crazy.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office. Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Yeah, we're gonna go on and do this one.
But Stanley just couldn't do it. He considered the possibility of facing his boss. Admitting he had left his post during work hours, he might be fired for that. And in such a competitive economy, why had he taken that risk? All because he believed everyone had vanished. His boss would think he was crazy. And then something occurred to Stanley. Maybe, he thought to himself, maybe I am crazy. All of my co-workers blinking mysteriously out of existence in a single moment for no reason at all. None of it made any logical sense. And as Stanley pondered this, he began to make other strange observations. For example, why couldn't he see his feet when he looked down? Why did doors close automatically behind him wherever he went? And for that matter, these rooms were starting to look pretty familiar. Were they simply repeating? No, Stanley said to himself, this is all too strange. This can't be real. And at last, he came to the conclusion that had been on the tip of his tongue. He just hadn't found the words for it. I'm dreaming, he yelled. This is all a dream. Oh, what a relief Stanley felt to have finally found an answer, an explanation. His co-workers weren't actually gone. He wasn't going to lose his job. He wasn't crazy after all. And he thought to himself, I suppose I'll wake up soon. I'll have to go back to my boring real-life job pushing buttons. I may as well enjoy this while I'm still lucid. So, he imagined himself flying and began to gently float above the ground. Then he imagined himself soaring through space on a magical starfield, and it too appeared. It was so much fun, and Stanley marveled that he had still not woken up. How was he remaining so lucid? And then perhaps the strangest question of them all entered Stanley's head. One he was amazed he hadn't asked himself sooner. Why is there a voice in my head dictating everything that I'm doing and thinking? Now the voice was describing itself being considered by Stanley, who found it particularly strange. I'm dreaming about a voice describing me, thinking about how it's describing my thoughts.
Yes.
And while he thought it all very odd and wondered if this voice spoke to all people in their dreams, the truth was that, of course, this was not a dream. How could it be? Was Stanley simply deceiving himself? Believing that if he's asleep, he doesn't have to take responsibility for himself?
Yes.
Stanley is as awake right now as he's ever been in his life. Now, hearing the voice speak these words was quite a shock to Stanley. After all, he knew for certain, beyond a doubt, that this was in fact a dream. Did the voice not see him float and make the magical stars just a moment ago? How else would the voice explain all that? This voice was a part of himself too. Surely, if he could just... He would prove it. He would prove that he was in control. That this was a dream.
Delete.
So he closed his eyes gently and he invited himself to wake up. He felt the cool weight of the blanket on his skin, the press of the mattress on his back, the fresh air of a world outside this one.
Oh, yes.
Let me wake up.
Did you get the heaven ending now, bro?
I'm through with this dream.
We've been on the
I
same
wish
one.
it to be over.
This one takes a minute, like 5 minutes.
Let me go back to my job.
We're going to chill right here
Let me
for a bit,
continue
though.
pushing
How
the
you guys doing?
buttons.
You guys doing good?
Please. It's all I want. I want my apartment and my wife and my job.
I feel like I'm listening to a
All I want is
podcast.
my life exactly
Well, at my church.
the way it's always been. My life is normal. I am normal. Everything will be fine.
Oh, yes.
I am okay.
Okay. No fast forward button. I wish.
Stanley began screaming. Please, someone wake me up. My name is Stanley. I have a boss. I have an office. I am real. Please, just someone tell me I am real. I must be real. I must be. Can anyone hear my voice? Who am I? Who am I? And everything went black. This is the story of a woman named Mariella.
Who the fuck is Mariella? Who is
Mariella woke up on a day like any other. She arose, got dressed, gathered her belongings,
Guys
and
want some
walked to her
gum?
place of work. But on this particular day, her walk was interrupted by the body of a man who had stumbled through town talking and screaming to himself, and then collapsed dead on the sidewalk. And although she would soon turn to go call for an ambulance, for just a few brief moments she considered the strange man. He was obviously crazy. This much she knew. Everyone knows what crazy people look like.
Oh.
And in that moment, she thought to herself how lucky she was to be normal. I am sane. I am in control of my mind. I know what is real and what isn't. It was comforting to think this, and in a certain way, seeing this man made her feel better. But then she remembered the meeting she had scheduled for that day. The very important people whose impressions of her would affect her career, and by extension, the rest of her life.
Good old
She
chapstick.
had no time for this, so it was only a moment that she stood there, staring down at the body. And then she turned and ran.
It's like a chainsaw. Finally! Damn it!
All of his co-workers were gone.
It better be
What
open.
could it mean?
It better be open.
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
But why?
Stanley
Shit.
lifted the bucket into his arms, and a wave of comfort rushed over him. Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest and entered the door on his left. This was not the correct way to the meeting room, but Stanley had felt the
I've had
bucket
it.
calling to him,
I've
telling
had
him
it.
that the employee lounge was simply the place to be.
It is.
And here it was. Had the bucket turned out to be correct? Was this better than the meeting room? Yes,
place-
Stanley
this place is
thought to
pretty lit.
himself. Yes,
Look at
perhaps
this.
it
Coffee
truly
nut?
was.
Coffee
How
nut?
No, never mind. The bucket was wrong. Stanley took the door on his left to go back to the meeting room. And so the two of them detoured through the maintenance section and walked straight ahead to the opposite door.
What is this? How many endings has it been? 5, right? 5? 5, right? 5, I believe. 5.
Oh, good, Stanley. I'm glad you found your way here. I knew you'd find this place eventually. You see, your friends and I are concerned for you, Stanley. We've come together here because we care about you very much. It's this bucket you're carrying around everywhere. The bucket isn't even from the original Stanley Parable. It's just sequel content. We're the ones that matter, Stanley. Classic characters from the first game, like the Adventure Line and the Broom Closet.
You didn't even like
Because
the Broom
that's
Closet.
what fans want from a sequel. They want more of their favorite jokes, not this bucket that they've
I
never
like-
seen before.
The bucket is my
Yes,
friend.
I know I'm the
okay?
one who gave you the bucket, but you're spending too much time with it. Don't you want another story involving the Adventure Line?
Yeah,
we could make the Adventure Line go somewhere new. Yes, that's
no.
what the fans want.
Okay.
Let's do it.
Okay. What do you guys think? Should we take the new route?
I want to go back in the broom closet. This is what matters. This is what matters to me. This is what matters to me. The broom closet. Okay, guys. Okay. Fine. We'll follow the...
Whee! Look at that wacky line. Who knows where it'll go off to next? Oh, and it played some silly music as well.
Let's do it. We're back!
Now this is what the Stanley Parable is all about. Don't you remember all those great jokes from the original dialogue?
Also, Stanley is addicted to drugs and hookers.
Yes, it's as classic now as it was back then. Let's do it for the fans, Stanley. Let's give them more content exactly like this.
All right.
But if we want to do that, you're going to have to give something up.
Wait, what do you mean? Not the bucket. Anything but the bucket.
Don't you get it, Stanley? We need to get rid of the bucket. That's why I'm very proud to introduce a brand new character.
Who?
This is the Bucket Destroyer.
Wait. No, not the bucket destroyer.
I think it'll make a wonderful new addition to the rich lore of the Stanley Parable. True, it also was not in the original game, but it's such a well-fleshed-out character with so much personality that to me, it already feels as though it's been part of the cast all along. Don't you agree?
No.
Can you guess what the Bucket Destroyer does? Surely you don't need me to spell it out for you.
What does it do?
Go ahead now, Stanley. Say goodbye to the bucket, and then pop it into the machine when you're ready.
No! I'm leaving. No! Help me turn it off.
Now listen to me. It's crucial that you give it the bucket. I don't know what the Bucket Destroyer will do if it can't destroy your bucket. Destroying buckets is all it knows. That is its singular personality trait. Sure, I can hear you saying, how does a character with only one personality trait deserve to join the pantheon of beloved Stanley Parable characters?
What's going on?
Well, you see, if you were to really explore the Bucket Destroyer, you would see that its desire to crush buckets is so densely loaded with complexity and nuance that it's really like 10 personality traits. What other object in this game can you even say that about?
We
The
could
broom
put some-
closet?
we-
Certainly
we could
not.
put a-
I
we
wonder
could
what
put
sort
this
of Bucket
bucket-
Destroyer merchandise
this
the
bucket-
fans will be clamoring for after this.
This bucket.
Okay, the Bucket Destroyer is getting very upset now. You'll have to hurry and feed it. We can't get back to
Okay.
the classic Stanley Parable characters like the Adventure Line or the Bucket Destroyer until
What if-
you crush that
what
damn
if I don't wanna
bucket.
go back?
Quickly now. The fans are waiting. Do it, the fans, Stanley. Give the fans what they want. Hurry and...
Hello?
The Bucket Destroyer. My prized creation. You had so much potential. We were going to do such marvelous things with you, tell such spellbinding stories about you.
I don't know
All of
about
it
all that.
squandered now. Goodbye, new friend. For the moment in time that you were here, you were magnificent.
What's going on? What's going on? Are we alive? Did we survive that? I hope we did. The end is never. Okay. If my
Even
calculations...
now, Stanley's office was a distant memory. What did it look like? There was a computer, perhaps, and a painting. Was it a painting or a photo? He could no longer recall.
Did we do it? Did we... The bucket's back! The bucket is back! Oh, wait, the door's still closed. Oh, damn it. Okay.
The confusion and the chaos all seemed to melt away as Stanley embraced the bucket.
Okay.
Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest. This was not the correct way to
I
the
know.
meeting room.
I
But
know.
Stanley had felt the bucket calling to him, telling him that the employee lounge was simply the place to be. And here it was. Had the bucket turned out to be correct? No, never mind. The bucket was wrong. Stanley took the door on his left to go back to the meeting room. And so the two of them detoured through the maintenance section
Yo,
and walked
Casper,
straight
what's
ahead
good, bro?
to the opposite door.
Bienvenidos, man. Bienvenidos!
This bucket has given me so much luck.
Look, Stanley, I'm glad you
yes.
found your way here.
Thank
I
you.
knew you'd find this place eventually. You see, your friends and I are concerned for you, Stanley. We've come together here because we care about you very much. It's this bucket you're carrying around everywhere. The bucket isn't even from the original Stanley Parable. It's just sequel content. We're the ones that matter, Stanley. Classic characters from the first game, like the Adventure Line and the Broom Closet. Because that's what fans want from a sequel. They want more of their favorite jokes, not this bucket that they've never seen before. Yes, I know
The
I'm
grind
the one who
has
gave you
been
the bucket,
strong,
but
bro.
you're spending too much time with it.
Nice and smooth.
Don't you want another story involving
I
the
do want
Adventure
another story.
Line?
I think that's what we gotta
could
do,
make
the Adventure
Line go somewhere new. Yes, yes,
Let's do
that's
it.
what the fans want. Whee! Look at that wacky line. Who knows where it'll go off to next? Oh, and it played some silly music as well.
I got the song on my Spotify playlist, by the way. I love.
Now this is what the Stanley Parable is all about. Don't you remember all those great jokes from the original dialogue?
Also, Stanley is addicted to drugs and hookers.
Yes, it's as classic now as it was back then. Let's do it for the fans, Stanley. Let's give them more content exactly like this. But if we want to do that, you're going to have to give something. Don't you get it, Stanley? We need to get rid of the bucket. That's why I'm very proud to introduce a brand new character. This is the Bucket Destroyer.
All right.
I think it'll make a wonderful new addition to the rich lore of the Stanley Parable. True, it also was not in the original game, but it's such a well-fleshed-out character with so much personality that to me, it already feels as though it's been part of the cast all along. Don't you agree?
Let's go. Let's get this going. Come on.
Can you guess what the Bucket Destroyer does? Surely you don't need me to spell it out for you. Go ahead now, Stanley. Say goodbye to the bucket, and then pop it into the machine when you're ready.
What the hell?
Now listen to me. It's crucial that you give it the bucket. I don't know what the Bucket Destroyer will do
I can't
if it
click
can't
it.
destroy your bucket.
Click it!
Destroying buckets is all it knows. That is its singular personality trait. Sure, I can hear you saying, how does a character with only one personality trait deserve to join the pantheon of beloved Stanley Parable characters? Well, you see, if you were to really explore the Bucket Destroyer, you would see that its desire to crush buckets
Throw
is
it!
so densely loaded with complexity and nuance that it's really like 10
I can't throw it.
personality
What's
traits.
this?
What
This
other
door?
object in this game can you even say that about? The Broom Closet? Certainly not. I wonder what sort of Bucket Destroyer merchandise the fans will be clamoring for after this.
Yo, throw it. Throw
Okay,
it.
the Bucket
Oh my
Destroyer is
gosh.
getting very upset now. You'll have to hurry and feed it. We can't get back to the classic Stanley
I'm
Parable
clicking it,
characters
but-
like the Adventure Line or the Bucket Destroyer until you crush that damn bucket.
Bro,
Quickly now.
throw it
The
in.
fans are waiting.
Throw
Do
it.
The fans, Stanley. Give the fans what they want. Hurry and...
Bros, I've clicked every key button on my keyboard. Why? He just looks at it. That's it.
The Bucket Destroyer. My prized creation. You had so much potential. We were going to do such marvelous things with you, tell such spellbinding stories about you. All of it squandered now.
What else do we have to do here?
Goodbye, new friend. For the moment in time that you were here, you were magnificent.
Didn't we get all the endings? Oh, well, we got to go to the warehouse and... Oh my gosh. Okay. Then we got to do so much just to get to the... Well, not so much, but...
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps warmth spread through Stanley's arms. With the
taking the
bucket in
bucket,
his
though.
arms again, he was home.
Okay, the warehouse
Stanley
is this
clutched
way,
the bucket
right?
tightly to his chest and entered the door on his left.
Do we get different ending when we hold the bucket? 'Cause I know the bucket is a new content item.
Still no one was here. Stanley needed the bucket's warmth and comfort now more than ever. Perhaps his boss's office was where he'd find answers. Coming to a staircase, Stanley and the bucket walked upstairs to the boss's office.
Oh, hell no. Nope. No!
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. But Stanley guessed the correct code by sheer luck. Was it?
We're gonna try to get that bomb.
Was the bucket
The bomb
guiding
thing.
him?
The bomb
Yes,
thing.
this
The
is
bomb
certainly the most logical explanation.
Okay. Oh. How the hell? Open new content door. Yeah, they said that you got to do at least 4 to 5 endings. Okay. Okay. All right. Yep. Okay.
Stanley and the bucket walked straight ahead through the large door that
can't-
read
we go
Mind
here with the
Control
bucket?
Facility. Although this passageway had the word escape written on it, the truth was that at the end of this hall, Stanley and the bucket would both meet a violent
No,
death.
we're not doing that again. Nope. I just remember the whole white room place. No. I'm good. We're gonna go here and we're gonna leave with the bucket.
But of course, Stanley and the bucket thought better of it and realized they simply had too much to live for. The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley and the bucket both wondered to themselves.
Let me see. Yeah, see, it's door 430. Click on the door. Okay. Oh, okay. Okay. 430, guys. Yeah, it's because I'm trying to find out how to unlock that new content door. Because we had it open last time, so I don't understand why we have it closed now. Alright. Yeah, because we stuck here for a bit. It's supposed to be room 413, I believe, or 416. I'm just
The
gonna
monitors
leave.
jumped to life, and Stanley nearly dropped
This is
the
like the
bucket in
third
shock.
time I've been here. The
Everyone
third
in the
time.
office was being
Third time.
videotaped,
Third
monitored like guinea pigs.
Third time.
The bucket
But at least I got
had
my
never
bucket
seen
with me.
anything like this, and it very nearly burst into tears as Stanley cradled it gently, reassuring it that everything would be fine.
Everything will be fine. Don't worry, my little bucket. Everything's gonna be fine.
Was the bucket under the mind control facility's influence as well? Had the bucket been told to do things it didn't wish to do? What kinds of things does a bucket want to do or not want to do in the first place? These questions raced furiously in Stanley's feeble
We've been here
mind.
for a minute. We've been here for a minute.
No! He screamed into the bucket. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control, never! He squeezed the bucket tighter. His one friend in the entire world. At this point, he could trust no one, except for the bucket.
No one.
But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions, happy or sad or content. Walking, eating, working, all of it monitored and commanded from this very place.
There's at least 8
And as the
different
cold
endings, right?
reality of his past began to
Oh,
sink
wait, we
in,
can't leave the
Stanley
bucket.
decided that this machinery would never again exert its But at the last second, the bucket jumped in and pressed the button to turn on the controls. Stanley gasped in horror. Had this been the bucket's plan all along? To take over the machine and claim the power for itself?
Wait.
How could the bucket have betrayed him like this?
Not the
Stanley
bucket!
was prepared to throw the bucket away in disgust when suddenly an image appeared upon the enormous screen.
What?
Birds. Silly birds. The control buttons became active again.
We love silly birds. I love silly birds. Ah!
Stanley flipped through one video of silly birds after another, and then it dawned on him. This wasn't a mind control facility at all. It was a facility for monitoring and surveilling silly birds all over the world.
I love silly
The
birds.
mind controls were only a facade to disguise its true intentions. Had the bucket known this all along?
The bucket?
Stanley marveled at the metal genius in his hands, the one who had pointed him towards this incredible discovery. Stanley and the bucket never found freedom because they spent the rest of their lives here in this place.
You're right.
Living through live streams of the silliest birds imaginable.
We love silly birds.
Of all the possible paths his life could have taken, this one was surely the best. And Stanley was happy.
That's beautiful. That was beautiful. I would have chose that. I would have ended right there, you know? That's it, the end. You know, if I was a developer, I'd be like, that's the end, guys. You hit endgame. That's it.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. Oh, please. Are you really just doing this for the achievement? Click a door 5 times. Is that all that you think an achievement is worth? No. I can't just give these merits away for such little effort. A measly 5 clicks.
I tried,
Now,
bro.
suppose you were to click the door 20 times. I would say that's the kind of effort that warrants recognition. I have to say, I'm still not feeling the satisfaction of witnessing true effort for a noble cause.
Wow.
Perhaps 50 clicks will do it.
50!
Yes, almost
Okay.
certainly.
Okay, 50.
clicks.
Okay, 50.
No, I'm still not feeling it. I want this achievement to have meant something. It has to be a true reward for valiant effort. I want to see some hustle, Stanley. I want to see commitment, a willingness to go all the way, no matter what the cost. Why don't you go put 20 clicks into door number 417?
417. 417. Where is 417? 417?
Oh, great. Now, go click a few times on door 437.
437. Four, 3, 7. Four, 3, 7.
Excellent. I think we're getting somewhere. Now, door 415. Let's give it 10 clicks or so.
Okay, or so. I like the enthusiasm. Let's go. What was it? 410? 415?
Now, back to door number 437.
Okay. Sound a little aggressive. I don't know. I think it's just me.
Let's see. How about you click on, well, I don't know, the copy machine?
The copy machine. Bitch.
All right, back to room 417. I'm really feeling it now. I think we're getting somewhere.
Okay. 417?
Okay, now go climb on employee 419's desk.
Okay. I'm going crazy. Yeah. That's it. I need this stool. Can I use this stool? Okay.
That's it. I can't really climb. Can't really climb. Can't really climb, bro. They don't give me the jump input here. Can't really climb.
Yes! This is great! You're putting it all on the line, Stanley. I like that. All right, let's keep it up. Go give me a few clicks on door 416.
Okay. 416, 416. We got this, guys. I feel like a menace. I don't know. 416. No. Okay. 416. 418.
We've almost got it! Now the copy machine, do that one again!
Okay, I'll do it again. Damn it. Here we go.
Finish it off, Stanley! 5 clicks on door 430! Yes!
We got it!
We did it!
Look!
Oh, wow.
Look!
That felt
Look at that
amazing.
achievement. So beautiful.
Oh, you really earned it, Stanley. Nothing
you.
could hold you back. Yes, I'm very proud of how far we've come today. Just think, only a few minutes ago, you believed an achievement was worth 5 little clicks. Really now, what were you thinking?
I feel somewhat accomplished. It's a little bit.
Stanley picked up the bucket and smiled.
Just a little bit.
He'd never be alone again, not truly alone, not with the bucket around.
Okay.
Stanley clutched
Warehouse.
the bucket tightly to his chest.
Warehouse.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, but Stanley had felt the bucket calling to him, telling him that the employee lounge was simply the place to be. And here it was. Had the bucket turned out to be correct? Was this... No, never mind. The bucket was wrong. Stanley took the door on his left to go back to the meeting room.
No,
Said the bucket.
don't
What?
go to the meeting room. Go somewhere else. The cargo lift, yes.
Yes,
Go
let's
there.
go here.
Good.
Said the bucket.
Now ride the lift all the way to the top. There's something up there I need you to do.
Okay.
Stanley did not question why or how this bucket was speaking to him. It should have alarmed him, of course, because buckets can't talk. But
is my
Stanley
bucket.
chose not to think about this obvious fact. He was firmly convinced that the bucket had spoken to him, and he unthinkingly did whatever the bucket asked.
Ah, yes. This is my bucket, my friend. My best
In
friend.
here.
Said the bucket.
Go into this dark room over here.
Stanley once again obeyed blindly.
Okay, this is kind of a creepy door. Okay. Okay, this is pretty dark in here.
Now pick up the phone.
Said
Okay.
the bucket.
Mom? Mom? Mom?
This is the sad story of a man named Stanley and his bucket.
His bucket.
Once upon a time, I gave Stanley a bucket because I thought he was lonely and could use a friend. And then, very distressingly, he began to believe the bucket could speak to him.
Oh. So he's not real? I'm sad now. I am now sad. Where's my bucket? I'll just use this tea kettle. How about that? This tea kettle shall be my new friend. My bucket. Hello, Stanley. It's me, your bucket. Press O to take me to work with you.
The Stanley Parable Reassurance Bucket was merely meant to provide the comforting glow of companionship. It doesn't literally talk and give you orders. Whatever Stanley is hearing the bucket say to him is just in his head.
It's just in my head. Press O to take me back home with you.
Lately, I've been concerned about him. Wouldn't you be concerned as well? To see him delusional like this, obsessing over an inanimate metal object? I want to say something to him, but I don't know how I can convince him. I don't know if he'll listen to me.
Off his meds, I see. Let's go back to where his place is kind of, it's not that bad. His place is nice and Chevy. I see that he's into jazz.
Oh, I'll try anyway. Stanley,
Yes?
can you hear me?
No.
Listen to me. It's just a bucket. It can't think.
It's my
it
bucket.
can't talk.
This is my
All it
bucket.
would ever truly do for you is effectively transfer a liquid from one location to a different location. That's it. It doesn't do anything else.
This is my bucket. Don't listen to the loud man. Press U for us to go back home.
You see, he's not listening. He's still taking orders from the bucket. You know, once upon a time it was me he took orders from. Me he trusted and listened to. Now all he cares about is his awful bucket.
I love this
stupid
bucket.
hunk of metal.
I love this bucket. Press G to ignore anyone in your life except for me.
It's sad, but I suppose he doesn't need me anymore. From now on, he's just going to cling to this bucket, this cold, empty bucket. This sort of shiny bucket.
It's property of Stanley,
Well, I'll
so
give
it's
it
my
this.
bucket.
The bucket does have a nice shine to it.
I know. You believe I'm real, don't you, Stanley?
Yes, I suppose on closer inspection that it doesn't quite look like your average hardware store bucket. It's just a little more, what am I trying to say? Sturdier. More capable of
I got it from Home
transporting
Depot,
liquid.
so...
Like it would be better at moving an amount of water from one room to another.
Press X to relive the same day with me over... Oh, relive the same day with me over and 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 over.
Oh my God, what am I saying? Better at carrying water from room to room. It's a bucket. It's literally just a bucket.
It's my bucket.
Why do I feel some need to point out the ways in which it's so much more than just a regular bucket?
It's my bucket. Press U to go home, to work, to 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 home. Okay, we...
Oh no. I'm having feelings for the bucket. No, 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 no. What's going on? Why do I want to be with the bucket? Hear what the bucket has to say. Do anything it asks.
It's my
What's wrong
bucket.
with me? I don't understand. Perhaps if I had the bucket, this would be less confusing. Yes, the bucket could tell me what to do in this troublesome situation. Stanley, give me
Yes?
the bucket. Give it
No.
to me. Give me the
No!
bucket, Stanley. I
It's
need
my
it.
bucket.
Give it to me
It's
now.
wrong.
Give it, or I'll...
It's my bucket. It's my bucket. I purchased this for $9.99. Go back to work, Stanley. Why?
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room to check on his co-workers. He never functioned well by himself and constantly needed support and guidance from others, so the thought of total solitude was terrifying to him.
Where's my bucket? That made me sad, guys. Oh, wait. Here's my bucket. Here's...
The good old bucket.
Yeah.
Just Stanley and the bucket, off on another thrilling adventure together. Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his... This was not the correct way to the meeting room. But Stanley had felt the bucket calling to him, telling him that the employee lounge was simply the place to be.
It's
And
my
here
bucket.
it was. Had the bucket turned out to be correct? No, never mind. The bucket was wrong. Stanley took the door on his left to go back to the meeting room.
No,
Said the bucket.
don't go to the meeting room. Go somewhere else. The cargo lift. Yeah, good.
But Stanley feared that any path he walked might lead to the separation of himself and the bucket, his dearest friend. So he threw himself to his death, that they might die in one another's arms. How deeply touching.
Oh, man. I had to. I'm sorry. I had to. I just... I didn't see that outcome. I just
How
didn't...
wonderful. Stanley was alone.
Finally!
Finally. This is great, he thought to himself. This is what I've wanted all along. I got what I wanted. Where are we going today? The bucket asked.
Somewhere.
Stanley just smiled. Anywhere they went together would be perfectly fine with him. Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his... This was not the correct way to the meeting room, but Stanley had felt the bucket calling to him, telling him
yes.
that the employee lounge was simply the place to be. And here it was. Had the bucket turned out to be correct? No, never mind. The bucket
Not today.
was wrong.
Not today.
Stanley took the door on his left to go back to the meeting room.
No,
Said the bucket.
Don't go to the meeting room. Go
No.
somewhere else. The
No.
cargo lift, yes. Good, said the bucket.
Good.
Now ride the lift all the way to the top. There's something up there I need you to do.
Okay.
Stanley did not question why or how this bucket was speaking to him. It should have alarmed him, of course, because buckets can't talk. But Stanley chose not to think about this obvious fact. He was firmly convinced that the bucket had spoken to him, and he unthinkingly did whatever the bucket asked.
Exactly. Is this door open? It's a car key here. It's a car key here. Danger everywhere. Okay.
No, stop. Look there on the wall. You see, there's a sign right there. It says,
Where?
no buckets past this point. Stanley, how could you think it was okay to bring the bucket here? Unless, what if the problem is that you actually don't know what is a bucket and what
Okay,
isn't a
okay,
bucket? I
okay.
suppose that would explain a lot about your behavior up to this point. Which, if that's true, well, my goodness.
It's my bucket.
I think we have to do something about it. This misunderstanding could have dire consequences on the entire rest of the game if not addressed quickly and properly. So much of the impact of the story is dependent on your understanding of what is and isn't a bucket. Please, step in here for a moment.
Okay, let's see what's inside. Ooh. Is this a
Now
bucket?
then, I'm going to run you through some test scenarios, and you'll tell me whether or not the thing I'm showing you is a bucket.
All right.
Simple enough, right? This should tell us everything we'll ever need to know about what is or is not a bucket.
Okay.
Let's begin. Item 1. Is this a bucket?
Yes.
Incorrect. It is a hologram of a bucket, not an actual bucket.
What?
Item 2. Is this a bucket?
What if it's a hologram? Okay, it might be a hologram, so.
Correct. It is a 3D printed recreation of a bucket, not an actual bucket. Item 3. Is this a bucket? Correct. This is a bucket.
I knew it. I know my buckets. I know my buckets.
Item 4. Is this a bucket?
I feel like this is a trick question. What if it is a bucket, but it's just disguised as a tractor?
Are you hallucinating? This is a tractor. It's an enormous machine that tills the earth. I thought this was a gimmick. How on earth did you manage to screw it up? Absolutely incredible. Let's just move on to the next one.
Okay.
Is this
okay.
a bucket?
Okay. Hold on. Stop. This might be a trick question. What if this tractor is actually a bucket?
Correct. This is a bucket.
I told you. I told you. What I told you. What I told you. Big brain.
Item 6. Is this a bucket?
Yes.
Trick question. Both.
What?
Gotcha. Item... Wait, hold on. I can't find the next one. Let me see. It should be around here somewhere. Yes, thank you. There's nothing here. Of course it isn't a bucket. We both know full well that nothing isn't a bucket. Wait, when I say nothing isn't a bucket, that makes it sound like I'm saying everything is a bucket, which of course is not true. Unless, is that what you think? Answer me straight, Stanley.
Yes.
Are you trying to tell me that you believe everything is a bucket? You know what? I'm too confused to even sort it out.
Okay.
I've lost all sense of perspective. What is a bucket? What isn't a bucket? Mere moments ago I could answer these questions with confidence. And yet now I'm somewhat adrift. Do any of us know what a bucket is? Am I a bucket?
Are you a bucket? Is
Stanley,
he?
I can't keep doing this. I'm losing myself, and myself was all I ever had to begin with. I'm afraid the bucket is threatening to tear our relationship apart. I can't have that. I'm sorry. But I'm going to erase all buckets from the game entirely.
No!
Okay, here we go.
You are a bucket. No.
What happened? Is everything gone?
took
Why
away
did
the
everything
bucket.
disappear? Wait,
It's 'cause
was
I took-
everything a bucket? Every single thing in the game was a bucket. Oh my God, I had no idea. How could... Except me. I'm not a bucket after all. And you, Stanley, you're
I'm
still
not a
here.
bucket either.
You're not a bucket either. Oh, this is wonderful news. We're not buckets. Yes, I actually feel much more at ease right now. It's delightful to get some clarity on that issue. But it doesn't change the fact that we haven't got a game. So, tell you what. I'll reset everything and we'll put back all of the buckets, okay?
Nice.
And we'll know that it's all a bucket. But if you run into anyone else, maybe don't mention that. Who knows what that information might do to a person? All right, here we go.
Wow. We literally went through a whole episode about buckets. But yo, guys. These developers seriously making you play a game spending time with the bucket. We literally spent like about an hour with the bucket. With the bucket! But that concludes today's stream on the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe Epilogue. We'll leave that for Thursday, okay? I have not seen this here before. This is a new one. I have not seen this here before. But yo, guys, I hope you guys have fun. It's time for me to go eat dinner and snooze. That was a fun ass stream. Damn. Lost my voice again, but that was fun. Yes, next game. Thursday, we shall jump into the epilogue again and see what happens. I guess we had to grab the bucket. I guess the bucket is new content. Did not know that. So we just explored everything we could with the bucket. With the bucket. But again, guys, I'm out. I hope you guys have fun. Be sure to catch part 1 of last stream on YouTube, and part 2 is going to be posted on Thursday. Check that out for a little recap so we can reminisce the good times. All right, I love y'all. I hope you guys have a good night. Oh. Bucket is the key. Bucket is the key. Did I beat it all? I didn't, bro. There's still 50 more endings to do. 50 more endings to do. But we'll get to it. We'll get to it. We'll get to it. We shall get to it. Oh, yes. All right. All right, guys. I love y'all. Wait, who's on? Who's online right now? Let me see. Scooba-dappa-dappa-doopa-doopa-doop. Let me see if somebody's on so we can rate them. Raid. I think everybody's sleeping, right? Yeah, everybody's sleeping. Yeah, don't forget about the heaven ending. Bro, you don't forget about the heaven ending. All right, bros. Y'all take it easy and have a good night.